Cream Queen. Today we're making the classic vanilla cake. Okay, let's get started with the recipe. For this recipe, you will need 125 grams of margarine or butter, 2/3 cup of caster sugar, 3 eggs separated, 1 cup of milk, half a teaspoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla bean paste, or you can just use vanilla extract or vanilla essence. You'll need 1 teaspoon of this, 2 cups of flour, 2 tablespoons of milk chocolate. I'm using milk chocolate discs that I've just cut up, 3 tablespoons of rainbow sprinkles. I'm using different kinds, these 𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙬𝙤 and the 𝕔𝕒𝕠𝕠, 2 tablespoons of dark chocolate drops, and 1.5 tablespoons of sprinkles for the top of the cake. Now set everything off to the side, and into a sieve over your flour add your baking powder and salt. Okay, there we go. Now just sieve this through and whisk your dry ingredients together until well combined. With your dry ingredients set over to the side, bring in your egg whites and just whisk them until you have soft peaks. This is what your peaks should look like. As you can see, the egg whites have doubled in size and they've become very fluffy and stable. Now, what you want to do is set this off to the side, grab your egg yolks and your milk and add a splash of milk into the egg yolks. Now I'm just going to tap off a little bit, keeping a little bit on, and just whisk these together. There we go. Now you can move on to your next step. Okay, I've loosened up my butter to make sure it was at room temperature, and guess what? It was. So now I'm going to add my sugar and just whisk that. Okay, this is all whisked. Now I'm going to be grabbing a tablespoon for my eggs, and I'm just going to spoon a little bit of my fluffy egg whites into the batter and gently whisk. Now I'm just going to keep doing that. As you can see, I've added all my egg whites. Now I'm going to be adding my egg yolk mixture, my vanilla bean paste. This stuff is really good. It's not the normal vanilla extract texture. This is what it looks like. And I'm just going to add that in. Now to my milk, I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of the vanilla essence. There we go. Now with your eggs and vanilla bean paste, just whisk that through until well combined. Right, once it's well combined, add some milk, whisk, and a little bit of your dry ingredients. And gently mix that through. As you can see, I switched to a baking spoon. You guys can do that if you want to, because you don't want to over mix flour. And again, just continue adding your milk and flour, milk and flour. Don't worry, I didn't forget about our chocolate and sprinkles. So remember these, the sprinkles that we're going to put on top of the cake. Well, set it off to the side and add everything else. Your milk chocolate and your dark chocolate drops. You just want to fold these through first. Don't overmix your batter. The reason we're not adding sprinkles is because the color might bleed. Now add your sprinkles and mix through. Good. Now, once your batter is all mixed, you can pour it in your prepared tin. Make sure you have a piece of parchment at the bottom of your tin so your cake comes out easily. All the batter is in the pan and it's smooth on the top, and now I'm just going to sprinkle on the sprinkles. Just remember, you don't have to use all of these sprinkles. You can always put them in a little container to save for the next time you make this cake. You don't want to go overboard with the sprinkles on top, otherwise your cake will just taste salty and not nice. Okay, there we go. That's all done. And now let's bake this. Now you just want to bake your cake at 180 degrees Celsius for 25 to 30 minutes until you can poke a toothpick or a cake tester in and it comes out clean. The cake is out of the oven. I let it cool for a little bit. And if you guys want to put icing on the cake, I'll leave a recipe in the description box. Time to cut. That's what I call a fluffy cake. The middle of the cake is still steaming, so I think this is the perfect time to have a bite. That cake is so fluffy and so amazing. Bye guys, see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.